To all the grown-ups listening, today is the last day to sign up for Curious Camp. You're running out of time to turn your home into a 7-day nature adventure. Curious Camp is an at-home, interactive, self-paced, and screen-free week-long experience hosted by me. Emily wrote in and said, Curious Camp has been amazing. I have 4 kids ages 3 through 10, and they all are enjoying the activities and learning new things about nature. I love that Josh has lots of different activities for the kids to do while listening, and that he also encourages them to go outside to make observations. And then Charlotte wrote in to say that her family did day 1 and her son absolutely loved it. He thought it was great that there were things hidden around the house, and he worked very hard on his Curious container and was fully engaged for the whole thing. They can't wait to do the rest of the episodes. Over 3 hours of audio, 20 plus pages of scavenger hunts and lots of other activities, plus a parent guide with no more than about 10 minutes of setup each day. This is the last day to sign up, so choose your Curious Camp adventure at CuriousKidsEveryday.com/camp. Again, that's CuriousKidsEveryday.com/camp. How do electric guitars work? Welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, do you know what this sound is? Yep, that is a guitar. Specifically, it's an acoustic guitar. When you pluck a string on an acoustic guitar, the string vibrates. Those vibrations travel into the guitar's wooden body. Have you ever noticed that acoustic guitars have that hole inside of them? That hollow wooden area of the guitar moves the air and makes the sound louder. That sound then comes out through the hole in the front, and that's called the sound hole. That's how an acoustic guitar sounds so good. But now, I want you to listen to this sound. Do you know what that sound is? That is the sound of an electric guitar. Many electric guitars, especially solid body guitars, don't have a sound hole. They must make their louder sound a different way. I wonder how that could work. I was thinking about this question today because I got a question from a curious kid in the Curious Kids Club named Asher. Asher wondered,
Hi Josh, my name is Asher, and I'm wondering how electric guitars work.
An electric guitar begins making a note in the same way as an acoustic guitar does. A player plucks a string and makes it vibrate. But once that string is vibrating, the rest is very different. You see, a string vibrating, that just means it's moving back and forth, up and down really, really fast. Bzzz. Now, have you ever noticed that when someone plays the guitar, they use one hand to strum the strings, and with their other hand, they're up on the neck of the guitar? Do you know why they're doing that? Well, when a guitarist presses a string against one of the metal frets along the guitar's neck, that shortens the part of the string that can vibrate, and a shorter vibrating section produces a higher note. So the further down the neck you go, the higher the note. Here, I'll show you. I've got my acoustic guitar right here. This microphone is not really meant for picking up guitars, but just so you can hear. All right, this is an open E. Now I'm going to put my finger on one of the frets, on the 3rd fret. Here we go. Now I'm going to put my finger on another fret, lower. Do you hear how it's getting higher? there's less room for the vibration to happen, so the sound gets higher. The big difference between the two kinds of guitars, though, is how those vibrations become loud enough for us to hear them clearly. If you look beneath the strings of an electric guitar, you're usually not going to see a hole. What you're going to see instead is one or more narrow devices called pickups. And usually what a pickup looks like is underneath each string, there's a little circle piece, and it's metal or silver looking. There's one underneath each string, so under a normal electric guitar, it's going to have 6 of them. The small metal circles or bars beneath each string are parts of the pickup called pole pieces. And inside the pickup are magnets and a coil made from many loops of thin wire. The magnet creates an invisible magnetic field around the pickup, and the guitar's steel or nickel-containing strings are affected by that field. So when a string is still, the magnetic field isn't doing anything. It just remains steady. But if you pluck a string, its movement changes the magnetic field passing through the coil of wire, and that changing field produces a tiny electrical signal in the coil. This process is called electromagnetic induction. The signal created by the pickup is very weak. It travels through the guitar's controls and out through a cable. And then there's a volume knob that controls how much of the signal leaves the guitar. And there's a tone knob too that can reduce some of the higher frequencies, which changes how bright the guitar sounds. All right, so you got this little cable, and it carries the electric signal to something called an amplifier. But we usually just call it an amp. The amplifier uses electrical power to make the signal coming from the guitar much stronger. And in many guitar amps, the amplifier and the speaker are built into the same box. So you might see a guitar plugged straight into the amp, and out that amp comes some really loud sound. Now, sometimes between the amp and the guitar, you might see something called a pedal. It's a little device that you can press on and off, and it changes the way that the electrical signal is processed. And this changes how the guitar sounds. Once that amplified sound hits the speaker, changing magnetic forces inside the speaker move a cone forward and backward. The cone pushes and pulls the surrounding air, producing sound waves that travel to your ears. Isn't that crazy? So when you pluck a string on an electric guitar, all you're really doing is producing a tiny electrical signal due to a change in the magnetic field surrounding the guitar. And that electrical signal travels through a wire to an amplifier, which then makes that signal more powerful, and then it connects to a speaker, which changes the vibrations in the air, and then you can hear it. So the next time you're at a concert and you see somebody playing an electric guitar, now you know exactly what's happening. And take it from somebody who went to too many concerts growing up. If you're standing really close to the stage while they're playing, bring some earplugs. Okay, let's have a quick quiz and see what we learned today. What must a guitar string do to begin making a note? It must vibrate. And what is the process called when a changing magnetic field produces an electrical signal? It's called electromagnetic induction. What does a speaker cone move to create sound waves? It moves the surrounding air. Let's play true or false. True or false, a solid body electric guitar makes no sound at all when it's unplugged. That's false. The strings still vibrate and make a noise, but it's pretty quiet. True or false, a magnetic pickup contains a magnet and a coil of wire. That's true. True or false, the guitar cable carries sound waves through the air to the amp. No, that's false. It carries an electrical signal through the cord to the amplifier. Would you rather play the acoustic guitar or the electric guitar? Well, I've played electric guitar a little bit, but I always just come back to the acoustic guitar. I like the way it sounds. It's very peaceful. What about you? Okay, let's play a round of What Am I? What am I? I receive something that begins very weak. I use electrical power to make it stronger, and I strengthen a guitar's signal before it reaches the final sound-making part. What am I? I am an amplifier. Well, today we learned that an electric guitar begins with vibrating strings. Magnetic pickups use coils and magnets to turn those vibrations into a small electrical signal. An amplifier strengthens the signal, and a moving speaker cone creates the sound waves that reach our ears. Have you ever wanted to learn the guitar? It's a lot of fun. I would say it's one of the easier instruments to learn. If you know someone who has a guitar, ask them if they can teach you a few chords. If you can learn G, C, and D, you can make music. Doesn't that sound nice? What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got a bunch of birthdays today. We've got 3 kids turning 2 today. Nolan from Florida. Happy birthday, Nolan. Jack from South Carolina. Happy birthday, Jack. And Henry from Texas. Happy birthday, Henry. These 3 kids are turning 3. Sebastian from North Carolina. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Grayson from Colorado. Happy birthday, Grayson. And Mick from Pennsylvania. Happy birthday, Mick. And then Greer from Louisiana is turning 4 today. Happy birthday, Greer. And then all of these kids are turning 5 today. Archer Abigail from Texas. Happy birthday, Archer Abigail. John David from Virginia. Happy birthday, John David. Santiago from California. Happy birthday, Santiago. Oakley from Paris, Ontario. Happy birthday, Oakley. Gabe from Washington. Happy birthday, Gabe. And Joyce from Chengdu, China. Happy birthday, Joyce. And all of these kids are turning 6 today. Tommy from Maryland. Happy birthday, Tommy. Stella from Pennsylvania. Happy birthday, Stella. Hazel from Colorado. Happy birthday, Hazel. Ezram from Virginia. Happy birthday, Ezram. And Stella from Missouri. Happy birthday, Stella. And then these 2 kids are turning 7. Noah from Washington. Happy birthday, Noah. And Sam from Canada and Dubai. Happy birthday, Sam. Amy from California is turning 8 today. Happy birthday, Amy. Jazz from California is turning 9 today. Happy birthday, Jazz. And Jensen from Liverpool, UK is turning 12 today. Happy birthday, Jensen. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.